pressure, expectation, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Glad to have you with us from the original Cotton Bowl located on the fairgrounds in the heart of Dallas, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 3rd-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. See if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Good timing on the quick out. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Ross. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up.
Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick?
Going over the top. Catch and stride inside the 15. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got it on the move. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get 1st downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
From the red zone for the score. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. for a physical attack from the gun. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. We really sense that Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State. We talk about winning the big games and how do they play against Ohio State, a big rivalry. Palmer, it seems like they're always there. They're always in the game, but do they find a way to break through and win this rivalry?
Yeah, it's always so close, too. You think back to Woody Hayes and you think back to Joe Paterno. For years and years and years, when these two teams play, it is so physical. There's so much talent. It could go any way. This is one of the more fun games to watch every season.
He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Sayin. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
The give to the tailback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Nittany Lions trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Starts to scramble to the left. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. He's got him still on his feet. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
And there's so many targets to focus on and so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
Coming out with it, it's Graham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He might want another play. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Off to the races. The 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I miss QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Saunders. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Allard. Quarterback adapting. Hires on the move. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time.
He's loose. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Ross. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Using his legs to buy some time. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time that was a great play call defensively.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Dropping back, it's Aller. Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They'll try to tack one more on their score. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage you would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Quarterback making checks. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Rushes on him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
A really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. You think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Sayin. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Ohio State! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end
tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Saunders.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. He'll try to get it through the air. Buys a little time. Now he'll fire back into the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He'll take another shot here. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end. But forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on fourth down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. He lobs one high down the left side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Caught over the middle, it's Graham. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. There he goes. They bring him down, but not only do they get the turnover, he picked up a chunk of yardage, too.
And there's so much skill to these returns. As soon as you get the football, man, watch the defensive guys turn into blockers and understanding how to follow your blockers. And he did everything right except for getting the end zone. Got it inside the 5-yard line. Now set up the offense for great field position.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Catch in the middle, it's Ross. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And now the lead is extended a little further. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. And the Nittany Lions will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Peoples. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's inside the 35. They'll spot it at the 34. Not enough for the first down, and let's see what they do on fourth. They'll move the wide receiver. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Wants to throw. It's Aller. Throws to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
The Nittany Lions will punt it away on fourth down. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff team takes the field after the punt return for the touchdown. Let's see what they've got in coverage now. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room, it's Singleton. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field. Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The short hands, it's Saunders. At the 45, on his way. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. The Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw, it's Allard. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Reynolds. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to assess it. Like, where do I have a speed advantage? Is it a running back versus a linebacker? Is it a receiver versus a corner? Whatever it is, I'm going to find it. You can tell it was the running back, and they took advantage.
1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Dances away to buy time. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Nittany Lions come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Here's the heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Tight end now in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the back. Got it in the middle, it's Peoples. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
And man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to
think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the
Touchdown, Buckeyes! Somehow, they got up off the deck, and they got back in the game, and they're all tied up. Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the fourth. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. It's Singleton. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. And it's another 1st and 10 play. To the air on 1st down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Slings it downfield. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot.
And the ball's on the ground. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
That's a huge blow, man. You got a chance to go take the lead and put yourself in a position you know you can win the ball game. And now, instead of that, you turn the football over. Now you're trailing. The defense is going to have to do something special for you.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right?
Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge game.
And man, that's a little frustrating. I like the job by the quarterback, get the ball out, let your receiver make the play, but just understand when the play's over. Like, I'm not going to cut that back up. I want to get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Tate. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal, or do you go for it?
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Scanning the field, it's Aller. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Stepping to the right. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. And it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Well, the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring a touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
Looking for the two-point try. Back to pass, it's Aller. Can't find his man in the end zone. The two-point attempt is no good, and they'll try to hang on to this lead in the final seconds. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. First play of the drive wants to throw. Here's a throw downfield late. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds to stop the clock. It'll be a first down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Touchdown, Ohio State! They move on top here in the fourth.
How about that crazy finish for this offense, man? They needed a big play. The defense knew it. They were trying to stay deep, but unbelievable execution by this offense. They come up with a huge play in a huge moment and take the lead late in this football game.
Finds his big tight end. Into the end zone. The two-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. So after getting into the end zone of that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Aller. Flushed out of the pocket. to take it out of reverse, got caught for the safety, and he might spend some time on the bench after that one. With Ohio State once again taking down Penn State in this one, the Nittany Lion fans left to wonder what might have been. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.